Today we're going to talk about how has it been buying the airplane 6 years later. We're going to go ahead and go to Centennial, and if the batteries last, you'll get this night landing.
Wow, that's awesome.
Alright guys, welcome to Flying Dirty on this beautiful evening as we're heading back to Centennial. We see the moon right up there. I'd like to thank you guys for subscribing to this channel, for supporting me. I like to make this channel about information that you can use, valuable information, not just flying from point A to point B, even though I like that as well. But I want to share information because I like helping people out. And I wish when I bought this airplane, I wish that other people would be giving out information because it really takes a long time to research to get the things you want, stuff like that. So that's why if you watch my videos, I'm going to give out a lot of information, and I've been giving out information throughout my videos. So make sure you check them out, subscribe, hit the like button. But anyway, guys, here we are back at it again. As you can see, we're wearing more shirts from our website. We have them all available at, well, this one is a special shirt with the sleeves and all that good stuff. That one is not for sale. That's just one that I made personally. But a lot of these shirts, we do have them available. So make sure you check out the website, www.flydirty.com. Today we're going to talk about how has it been buying the airplane 6 years later. So it's been about 6 years since we've had this airplane, and I want to give you guys a heads up on how has it been. Has it been a good experience? Are we happy about it? There's no doubt that there's some cost involved, so you have to really budget. So for me, it's been a good experience. It's actually been more than good. It's been fantastic. How has it been for you?
It's been good too. At the beginning, I was scared. I don't want you to buy a plane, but now it's like it's an awesome to have a plane.
See?
Really good experience.
See, women, listen to your man. Always listen to your man. They know what they're talking about. If they want an airplane, you let them get that airplane. You just heard it from her. You know, initially, we were all afraid. I was afraid. Before I bought the airplane, my biggest thing was, how am I? Safety factor is what I was thinking. Am I safe enough? Am I a safe enough person to buy this airplane and put my family in it? Because a lot of times it's not really about the airplane. It's about the pilot. It's about who's behind the controls, okay? So that's one of the things to consider, definitely.
And I remember, let me tell you this. I remember when he asked me, he wanted to buy a plane. But I say no, and then he's like, okay, so let me buy a motorcycle. And I say, no motorcycle, so it was a plane.
You see? So there you go. Now, that's a good point because I would not dare buy a motorcycle, period. A lot of people are so afraid of airplanes, but let me tell you something. Motorcycles, the accident rate on motorcycles is through the roof. Airplane is the safest means of transportation, so I don't see why people would be afraid. I mean, this is just beautiful up here. As long as you respect what you're doing, and as long as you take care of the airplane and take care of yourself and make good decisions, the risk is extremely low for something to happen. So I don't see why someone would be afraid of buying an airplane. I just don't see that. Are you afraid now that you've had the experience?
No, not anymore. I always wondering when is going to be the next fly. Where are we going next?
So she's always looking for the next adventure. Okay, and me too, except I have to budget these things, right? So I don't just go out on flights as I used to before. because, things have changed. Things always change. So, now, especially with this COVID, we're more limited because the restaurant, of course, we've had a lot of shutdowns and things like that. So I have to budget when I get on this airplane because there's a cost factor with these things. I mean, this airplane, last I budgeted, it cost about, I would say, $200 an hour to operate. And that's really, not cheap, depending on what you want to do and things like that. But, that being said, you want to definitely respect that, okay? Respect what you're doing.
Timer expired.
So it's been a blessing, it's been a blessing of an experience, being a pilot and getting my certificate has paid off. I've had a dream when I was getting my pilot's license. I had a dream of doing exactly what I'm doing now. I never really wanted to become a pilot commercially and fly jets and stuff like that, even though I think that would be pretty cool too. But I've always seen myself doing these type of trips with the family and, just having fun and enjoying life. So it's been a very good, rewarding experience for me, and I would say for the family as well. The other thing is life feels more enjoyable. I mean, look at this. Right now, here we are. Sun is setting. I mean, it's a beautiful sunset. I'm not sure if, let me get this camera and let me show you guys this beautiful sunset. Look at that. Incredible. Just incredible. So this is what you get, and this is what I mean about the views from up above. You can't get these views in a vehicle. So it's been a blessing. So, getting that pilot certificate and all the struggle, I mean, I think she remembers when I was actually doing my instrument certificate, it took me about a year to get my instrument, but that year was a lot of frustration for me and for them too. I was studying, so basically I would get home and study. And that's what I did for basically about a year. And I think she could testify and tell you about that.
Yeah, it was tough not to be able to talk to him for months and try to keep the kids away from him for him to have time to study. So yeah, it was tough, but everybody's enjoying all of this.
See, so all that sacrifice and that hard work paid off because now this is what we get to enjoy as a result. And this is a lifetime of enjoyment until I lose my medical, I guess. But you see, that 1 year brings you a lot of years of enjoyment. Okay, things that we normally couldn't do, now we're able to do. So we enjoy trips to the Rocky Mountains in this airplane. We have enjoyed a lot of trips, even to Florida, to the coast, and I mean, it's been incredible, just incredible. Yes?
It is incredible. Flying through the mountains, it's just amazing.
So any other comments you wanna say before we go on to the next subject?
Oh yeah, always make me sad when you have to live without me.
When I have to live? Leave?
Leave.
All right, so when I leave without her, whenever I have to do business trips, she gets really sad, and I do too. I don't like, really, I got this airplane so that we can have fun and we can all enjoy it. But yeah, there's times where I have to make trips by myself. For me, it's a little boring, and I do miss them a lot. But, it is what it is, and we have to do what we have to do, But yeah, it's a little sad, but it's still worth it. At least I get the mission done faster. What else you can think of our adventures in the past 6 years?
Well, another thing I can say, it's a bless, and it was really nice to me to see how my 4 brothers was flying with you to Galveston. So that was fun, and I know they loved the experience as well.
Yeah, so a few years ago, I took her 4 brothers to Galveston.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
And we had a blast. It was pretty cool. And we went from Dallas to Galveston and back the same day. That's the things you can't do in a vehicle. I mean, we went, had a good time. We went to the beach. We ate lunch, and then we came back the same day. Okay, only took about an hour and a half, I would say, to go from Dallas to Houston. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So the other thing is definitely like a time machine. You can get things done quicker in the airplane. There's no doubt about that. I talk about graphics, but I like doing graphic work, and there's no way that I would go to Dallas just to do a graphic job driving a car. Who does that? But in the airplane, I'll go there and I'll do a graphic job, no problem. And of course, the graphic job has to be worthwhile. Okay, I'm not just going to do a job and lose a lot of money because, again, I have to justify the cost of flying and things of that nature. The other thing it allowed me to do was detach from rentals, because before I had an airplane, I used to go out and rent all the time. And you know, you have to sit there and wait for your rental. You have to book it, and then you have the guy who always books, and he'll basically block you from booking that day and then ends up canceling. I mean, that stuff just used to drive me nuts. So, you know what? It's just so, it's better to just have your own airplane. It's just like having a vehicle, like a car. You just park it and you go to it whenever you need it. So you detach yourself from rentals. The saying is that if you rent 100 hours or more, you should look into buying an airplane. And then with that, the other thing is no overnight restrictions. So whenever you rent an airplane, a lot of the schools, the rental schools, they'll forbid you to stay overnight because, again, the airplane is booked for the next day, so you have to bring it back. Having your own airplane, you can do whatever you want. Right now, if we wanted to go out wherever and go stay, then we could do that, no problem. You get to fly in an airplane that you trust, not one that's been parked out there and you don't really know, even though you can look at them, you know, which I definitely suggest. You go through the maintenance books and the maintenance records of whatever airplane you're renting, but you don't know how it's been treated. I know how this airplane is treated because I take care of this airplane. So I know what I'm flying, and I'm comfortable with flying this airplane, okay?
With the plane and also the pilot.
And the pilot.
This pilot is really safety.
I'm a very safe pilot. Well, you have, I mean, well, you know, you have to. And I understand that there's going to be other people out there who may do crazy things. I know a couple of people, but I have told her that there's been people that have invited me to fly with them, and I don't get in the airplane with them because, again, it's not the airplane. You shouldn't be afraid of an airplane. These airplanes are solid, okay? It's the pilot. Okay, if the pilot's not solid, you can get into trouble. So the other thing is making and meeting incredible friends. You know, I cannot tell you how many friends I have met who are doctors, lawyers. I mean, I could keep going on and on, business owners that have their own airplane, and they're remarkable people. So that's the other thing, is you get to meet some really interesting people. Okay, and everybody's friendly. You know, like I said before, I think I've said it before on other videos, being a pilot is like being in a fraternity. Once you're a pilot, man, all the pilots are like, you know, you're like one team. Like, you know, the togetherness of pilots is just insane. I think she could testify to that, how friendly people are. Okay, unlike going other places, you know, where you're just an ordinary type of individual, where everybody's going shopping and this and that, nobody cares about each other. For some reason, when you go into an FBO and you land and park your airplane, everybody's so friendly.
Yes, it is. A lot of respect from each other, so it's really nice.
So that's the other benefit that I've seen in the past 6 years. The other thing it allows you to do is build time. So if you're actually looking to build time because you want to fly commercial or even a private pilot of a corporation or what have you, you can do that. I mean, you can accumulate time really fast owning your own airplane. And it'll be a lot cheaper in that sense to own your own airplane if you want to use it to accumulate hours than it would be if you rent. The other thing is the world becomes more exciting. And I kid you not. the world becomes more exciting. I mean, it's one thing to look at the world down there, and it's another thing to look at the world from up here. You get a lot of respect and a lot of connection with the world up here, okay? I can't tell you how remarkable it is right now looking at this horizon. It is just spectacular. The other thing we've seen in the past 6 years is unforgettable family experiences. We've had memorable trips in this airplane. What was your favorite trip?
My favorite, well, it's hard because I have a few, but I would say Yellowstone and also Sedona. That was another beautiful trip.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I like both. I mean, Sedona was incredible, and so was Yellowstone.
Yeah, I mean,
Switch
and everyone
fuel
is
tank.
different, but those two, it was a really good.
I had a really good time. When we went to Yellowstone, I had set apart hotels, and even a year ahead of time, these rooms were about $700-800 a night.
At night, yeah, it was ridiculous expensive.
And we passed by the hotel, and it was a rinky-dinky spot. So I read the AFD at West Yellowstone Airport, and it said that it was free camping for pilots. And then I asked her, do you want to go camping? And she's like, well, I don't think the children will enjoy it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I think they'll enjoy that a whole lot more. Went to Walmart, bought me a tent, packed it all up, and we camped for free.
It was awesome. It was really good adventure. It was a thunder one night also, and it was
cold. It was July, and it was thundering, raining.
It was raining but it was fun.
And it was in the 40s that night. It was pretty cold, but I mean, we had our sleeping bags and everything, so we slept pretty comfortable. Since I've had this airplane, I haven't had any commercial flights. We haven't flown commercial. I only did 2 commercial flights, and that was when I went to take the airplane to Florida for my panel upgrade, and then to go pick it back up. That's it. And I've got flight mileage on Southwest like you would not believe, for goodness gracious. And I need to use them up. But good thing they never expire. But my goodness gracious, I mean, I just haven't flown commercial. I don't like it. This is so much comfortable. You can go at your own pace, take your time, relax, and just have a really good time. It's awesome.
So comment.
And what else? Comment.
Subscribe.
And what else?
Thumbs up.
And thumbs up. That's right. Hit that like button, guys. So there you go, guys. Hopefully, if the batteries last, we're going to go ahead and go to Centennial. And if the batteries last, you'll get this night landing. Don't forget to visit us at Habanero's Mexican Grill if you come to Denver. And also go check out our website, www.flydirty.com.
Centennial Airport information, X-ray, 0053 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility 10, bag additions few, 10,000, scattered 22,000. Temperature 11, dew point -10, altimeter 3007. Visual approach in use, landing departing runway 35 right, 35 left, and runway 1028. Hazardous weather information for portions of Colorado available from flight service. All the part departures advise ground control direction of flight. All departures advise ground control if you do or do not need a run-up. Remain on ground control frequency until advised. Advise initial contact. Give information X-ray.
Good evening, Centennial Tower, Cherokee 3620 Whiskey at 7,600. 15 to your east will be inbound, and we have X-ray.
Cherokee 3620 Whiskey Centennial Tower, would you like runway 28?
28 will be acceptable, 3620 Whiskey.
Cherokee 20 Whiskey, make straight in runway 28, altimeter 3007, wind 310 at 3.
We'll make a straight in for 28, 3620 Whiskey. Beautiful flying at night. Have you guys ever flown? Well, you have. Have you ever flown at night?
Yeah. Remember que íbamos para Florida también.
Oh, in Florida. Yeah. Yeah, night flying is really nice.
Especially the city lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, y cuando íbamos, when we went to Florida, que estábamos flying at night, it was with the old instruments. So
Oh, yeah.
It was really dark inside, so.
So we were flying at night, and that was a while back ago with old instruments. You couldn't really see the panel very well, so I used to carry flashlights and stuff like that. But with this new panel, it's incredible. It's amazing. You know, this Dynon is great during the daytime, and it's great at night.
The one in the middle is blinding.
Yeah, that one, it's a little bright, but you know, I don't know how I've got it set. That should be set with auto dim, but maybe I don't have it like that. But there should be an auto dim feature on it that I'll have to look at, because yeah, it's a little bright.
Oh, that's 28 Centennial Tower, 35 right.
Everything else dims by itself.
300 F4.
35 right, clear line, line, clear.
All right, instruments are looking good. Got the runway in sight.
Wow, that's awesome.
500.
Got a bit of a crosswind.
Approaching minimums.
There are minimums. Well, actually, we're approaching minimums. Had this been an instrumental or an instrument day, we could still continue down the runway. All right. Got it on the second notch.
Minimums.
And there are minimums. So this is as low as we can go on an instrument day if we couldn't see the runway. There is the line. So whenever you land, I'm not sure if that camera down there is still on, but if it's still on, you should see that yellow line. So at nighttime, you just follow that yellow line. We've been cleared into the ramp. Welcome back home. And it's pretty cool to fly at night every now and then so you can keep your currency. And I'm gonna have to do my instrument currency here very shortly. Gotta get a safety pilot to go with me so I can get my 6 landings and 1 hold. So it's pretty cool to practice every now and then so you can also stay proficient.
So it had to be at night.
Nighttime is for night flying. All right, guys.
Woohoo!
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button.
Right, comment.
Make sure you leave good comments.
Thank you.
Then what?
Well, then 28, turn right off the 13.
All right, guys. Have a great one. Take care. Stay safe. Have a great day, my friends.
Alpha 13 to Alpha, this frequency round 28.